Wellness Wednesday is brought to you by Adventist Health.
Well, we're back in the kitchen. Another great recipe. Matt Payne with Morrison Healthcare at Adventist Health, and also Angela Frazier, Director of Nutrition with Morrison Healthcare at Adventist Health with me. Great to have you both here. And what are we making today, Matt?
It's great to be here. Today we're making a romesco sauce. So it's one of my favorite sauces. It comes from Spain, especially the south of Spain. And it's a roasted sauce, so we're going to get some nice smoky flavors out of it. And I love it because you can use it to top a ton of things. Roasted potatoes. Today we're doing baked potatoes. When we talk about blue zones, we talk about those things. A lot of it is what can we substitute. So normally baked potato, right, we're using sour cream and bacon and cheese, which, don't get me wrong, are wonderful, wonderful things.
Right.
But not the healthiest. So this is something you can put on that. It's going to give you a ton of flavor and also be a lot healthier for you.
And when we talk about that, before we really dive in, I want to bring Angela in here. So we have a potato. I see we have different nuts here. We have garlic. These are all really important food groups, correct?
They are, and not only are they extremely flavorful, but with the goals that Matt was just mentioning, they have great features such as gut health. And gut health is really, really important in weight management. The ancho chiles, they actually help absorb vitamin A and iron. So we have a conglomeration of things that will help a person not only be well, feel well, but actually control their appetite and make certain that they are meeting the goals that they'd set out to meet, especially as we're all making goals right now.
Yeah, exactly. And we always know garlic is good to have in the diet as well. So, Matt, let's dive in here. Show us what we're going to do.
So we have some roasted tomatoes, some roasted garlic. So we roasted a head of garlic, a little bit of olive oil on it, and then put in your oven for about 45 minutes. Another cheat you can do is, if you have just cloves of garlic, put them in oil and simmer them gently for about 5 minutes until they turn color. We also have some fresh garlic right here. So we're getting that nice roasted flavor and a little bit of the brightness from the fresh.
You know, you did mention garlic, and
Yeah.
that has great anti-inflammatory features as well.
Because I know people even take garlic pills for that reason, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And those are the ancho chiles?
Yes, we have the ancho chilies, and we also have some roasted red pepper too. That's going to give it a nice bright, vibrant color. If you could add the almonds.
Perfect.
And that's another one of those favorite blue zone things, any sort of nut. And
That's
then
that plant slant, isn't
yes,
it?
it is. And then our bread. So we have some sourdough bread here.
We'll put that in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Stale is good. So if you have leftover bread, this is one of those great recipes to use for
See?
it. Now we're going to add a little bit of sherry vinegar. In my case, I generally use a fair amount because I love sherry vinegar. And then we're just going to pulse.
So I can smell it already starting to come together. And we're watching this come together, and it took us maybe a minute or two to put all these ingredients in there, and then in just a few minutes you get this beautiful sauce.
Exactly. So you look where it is right now, and this is one of those things you go as fine puree as you want. I like it a little more chunky. So right now we're going to buzz it a little bit again, and we have our wonderful Edible Schoolyard olive oil, which you can find the last in the market, and we're just going to kind of emulsify this
until you get that consistency that you like.
Yes. And then finally a pinch of salt. One more puree. And that's it. And you can use a blender for this. You can use a mortar and pestle. That's actually the traditional way to make it. If you need some arm strength and you want to pound a little bit.
And we have a baked potato here, but you can basically use this sauce on pretty much anything.
Yes, great with roasted vegetables, great with roasted potatoes, even pasta. You can toss this on pasta.
Well, you mentioned that it came from Spain, near France. As I understand it, in The Power of Nine, it was actually used on fish.
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
It was used on fish, and it was used to brighten it. So it kind of reminds me of, how you get around the table and how you get around your tribe. And you make certain to capitalize on that rich flavor. And I'm anxious to taste it.
All right. She's anxious to taste it so much.
I'll let you taste it first. It's over there by you.
All right. I'll give it a shot here. All right, I'm going to pass the plate to you, Angela.
Pass the plate. May I have a fork, please?
Yes. There's a fork for you.
Thank you.
I would have never thought about putting this on a baked potato.
Oh,
but
wow.
it goes together perfectly.
I think I understand what chef means by a bright flavor.
Yes.
I understand it. This is very good.
Yeah, so it's going to give you that brightness. It's all very related to like patatas bravas, one of those dishes, one of those kind of classic tapas dishes.
Perfect.
You'll see it on that too. So.
Well, again, if you want this recipe, it'll be on our website at kget.com. Matt and Angela, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we'll be right back.